Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Trails of Cold Steel 4. We're coming back from a long, arduous, for lack of a better word, journey from the Lunar Shrine, taking care of a couple of enemies and bosses here and there that led up to a very strong, long movie-length cutscene. But besides that, guys, we are nearing the end. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. So if anything else, hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for the love and support. And let's do this. The Chancellor Emperor Draco is reborn. The whims of fate are inscrutable as ever. Even so, the big picture is starting to come together at last, including the reason why Father would entrust so much authority to him. Indeed. Sounds like Elisa's father and George have quite a bit of baggage too. Yeah. The Black Workshop and the Ebon Knight. It was even more dreadful than anything we could have expected. The Chancellor's true intention aside, we finally gotten a glimpse into the cause of the Empire's woes. You're right, this is a real bombshell. But the rivalry of the Seven might just be our avenue to fight back against the curse. Right, thanks to Rosalia and everyone, I've steeled my resolve to go through with the remaining rivalries. We have to keep moving forward for Milium and Valamar. Absolutely, we're with you. We'll fight with everything we have until the very end. Right, as Class 7. Seems all of this has really helped you move forward in more ways than one. And if the Lionheart's Emperor is to make an appearance in this story, then I can't very well let myself be outdone by him now, can I? That's right. I'm glad we're finally able to find a role for ourselves in all of this. Are you sure you don't mind? Providing Toa with support, I mean. Don't worry about a thing. We've been studying the terminal controls little by little. Yes, we've read the manual inside and out. I'm sure we'll be able to provide some assistance when you need it. It's really amazing how you two got used to everything in no time at all. At least, Your Highness, I'll be counting on you from now on, okay? You got it. Eesh, you really can't underestimate those two. Everyone from a branch campus is going all out, so we better keep tempo with them. Now it's about time we put together our itinerary. I should think our next objective pretty clear, no? Right, Grandmother showed me the situation before we left. It looks like two Divine Knights and their Awakeners have taken up position at separate shrines. The Palatinate Knight is at the Draco Shrine in Sutherland, while the Argent Knight is at the Stella Shrine in Crossbell. They've probably been keeping preparations for the rivalries given the war's about to start. Well, guess nobody can accuse the maiden of the Jaeger King of having a poor work ethic. I'm sure we're all raring to go right now, but we spent half the day at the Luna Shrine already. I say we pick just one spot and give it our undivided attention. Agreed. In addition to the shrines, I'd also like to check in on the surrounding area. So which place are we gonna hit up first? My lord is in Crossbell, so naturally my interests lie there. Considering the distance, it might be better to start with the boss at the Draco Shrine and work our way east. Good point. It was off Old Agria Road, east of Parm, right? So once we're ready, let's head over there and start a reconnaissance. Sounds like a plan. By the way, several requests came through not long ago. If you could spare some time to take care of those, I and the requesters would greatly appreciate it. Understood. In that case, I suppose it's time we mobilize once again. Yes, as Class 7 and the Radiant Wings both. With the Courageous 2, the range of places we can explore is going to expand quite a lot. Before taking on the rivalries themselves, we need to do what we can to help people in each area. Oh, Reen, one last thing. I just spoke with Yuna and Kurt. The next time you go down to the surface, would you please take me with you? You want to come along? But there's the ship's operation to oversee and... Ah, wait, I get it. At least the others are going to help out, so we'll have some leeway to work with there. After all, there's some cases where contacting everyone is going to be a lot easier from the surface. I'd be away from actual combat, but I think I could help you out with my order. So, what do you say? Understood. We weren't planning to do any more than scout the Draco Shrine today anyway. Just don't overdo it, Toa, okay? Right, I won't. Even if it's just for a little while, I won't let you down. Oh, and I sent our latest batch of requests to the terminal. Be sure to give it a look when you have the moment. Yeah, bet. Thanks. Alright, as usual, my same team over and over. I'll have her. I'll have her. Toa wants to be a part of it, right? Okay, so we'll replace you with Toa. Where are you hiding, Toa? There, no, that's the, no. Or is she already a part of the party and I just didn't know that? Hold on. Yeah, she's not here. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll put her. And then... who else do I want? No, I think it's fine to use her. I think. Yeah, we're good. The situation in each location has completely changed and you can now visit the city of Ordis and its surrounding roads. Toa will be accompanying your party. She won't directly participate in combat, but she'll provide support for your party with her powerful order. That's why I didn't see her. I was looking for her in the... in our party slots. About Celine's order. When Emma is in your party, Celine's Brave Order Midnight Onyx will be available. Guards have some bonding points. Very well, let me check this out. Alright, what request do we have now? No, 3. A Herculean task. By 2nd Lieutenant Kaela. I managed to get a read on the location of the Hercules 5th Squad who escaped before. They've holed up in a blockaded area someplace in Avon Hills. I'd like to ask for your help again to finish the job once and for all. This time, I know we can bring them in. I'll meet you at Hotel Hortensia on Ordis. Okay. And the Radio Stars Were Born. By Monk. There's been a disaster. We've run into a problem at Radio Trista right before we were about to record our latest show. We need replacement actors ASAP. If you can help, I'll give you the details in person. Alright? And I want to believe. Surprisingly enough, there are no monster exterminations. A larger-than-life monster... oh, forget it, there is. It's by the Radiant Wings. A larger-than-life monster has been spotted on the banks of Lake Gala. We suspect this is the same life form witnessed in Milsanti, having now dragged itself out of the water. A Galiosaurus. We should be able to handle it on our own so long as we act quickly. Alright. Will do. But before that, let me save again. Okay. Who can we bond with? Alright, let's start off with Muse first. And Muse would be in the game room. I have to go to a conference, okay. Alright, where are you? Hiding over here. There you are. Muse, what are you doing here? Muse? Oh, sorry. Looks like I lost myself in thought there for a bit. Maybe it's because things are finally a little less tense. Are you talking about the Luna Shrine? No. The Pantagruel, right? There's a part of me that wants to say it was reckless, but I'm just glad you made it through safely. Really. Thanks, Instructor. Though the necessity of Operation Mil Mirage as a backup plan hasn't changed. Thanks to the Radiant Wings and everyone else, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And the fact of the matter is, I also need to recharge my batteries for you, Instructor. Considering the circumstances, maybe I should spend some time with her. I get what you mean. Maybe I'll take the opportunity to charge my own batteries a bit as well. Want time in the drink muse? It'll be my treat. Oh? I can't think of anyone else I'd rather spend my time with, Instructor. The lounge is great and all, but maybe you can indulge me and listen to my request? There's a place that I'd like to go, and I think that this is the perfect chance. Why not? We can take the opportunity to gather some information too. Reed and Muse left the ship and headed towards Ortis. After some quick intel gathering, they ended up on the southern coastal road. Oh, we're going to the beach? Ah, I'm glad the weather's so lovely. I don't think I've ever been this far down the Ortis coastal road. But the beach you guys went to is somewhere else, right? Yes, it's a spot popular with locals and tourists alike, or so I heard. This right here is a private beach belonging to the Cayenne family. With things the way they are, no one's felt like using either beach for a while now. Of course, that's certainly a good news for us at the moment. What do you say, instructor? How about we make the most of our time alone? Alright, just this once. Take that. Now you've done it. Hey, don't run, you'll trip. Over here, instructor. Catch me if you can. Ooh, what's this? Instructor, look. This is a pretty seashell. Seems like they piled up a little since last time, It feels different this time somehow. What's wrong, Muse? Oh, it's nothing. It wouldn't be a typical JRPG without a beach moment here. I'm just a little tired out. It's been ages since I last let loose like this. Yeah, you're like a kid on summer vacation. I guess nothing beats coming back to your hometown, huh? It's special, I'll give you that. I have so many memories of this place. My parents and I used to come here together all the time, until they passed. Oh, that's right. You said you'd lost them in an accident at sea. What kind of people were they? I'm told my grandfather on my father's side of the family was known for being hard and merciless. My father, on the other hand, was a very kind man. Despite this, he was a good leader and the clear successor to the Cayenne dukedom. As for my mother, from what I can remember, she was always very cool-headed. Like no problem was too much for her. She used to travel all around La Mer on business. While she was away, father would teach me to play all kinds of games, chess, cards, even an Eastern one called shogi. That's when my talent started to show itself. You've been able to analyze the world like a game for that long? It must be because of my Arnor heritage, like Roselia said. Maybe playing with me so much was my father's way of teaching me how to use this power. Mother played a lot of games with me too. That's where I picked up my head for strategy. That kimono I wore before was originally a gift to my mother from her father. It's a little too big for me, but I made some alterations. They sound like great parents. Yes, they were. After they died, my uncle shipped me off to St. Australia, and that was that. But when I thought of the world as a game like they taught me, I felt like I was still connected to them. I guess that's why I analyze things so much. I could see how that would happen. But you know, you don't need to do that all the time, right? Those skills aren't the only thing your parents left you. You're right. I may have been young, but I still remember the boundless love they showed me. And I felt the same affection from Elise, Alphen, my instructors, Yuna, everyone really. The plan I put together for Mil Mirage caused a lot of suffering. But maybe it wasn't all bad. It led me to Class 7 after all. If I found you all just a moment later, I might have lost what really made me human. Muse. You're not alone anymore. Please don't ever forget that. Class 7, Elise, Alphen, Tita, General Le Guin, Vita, the list goes on. You got plenty of people who care about you, me included. If you're worried over something, it's a good sign. Take it as a reminder that you didn't abandon your emotions completely. And if you do have problems, come tell us about them. We'll do whatever we can to help. Instructor Reen? if you really mean that, there's something I'd like to ask you to do. Will you hold on to my good luck charms for me? Your good luck charms? Here, take a look. Oh, are those the bullets you... They are. I brought them with me from when I gave the order to crash the Pantagruel into the other airship. They're a reminder of how we made it out before we could get caught up in the ship's destruction. And of how Operation Mil Mirage could have ended in the worst possible way, but didn't. I'd like you to have them, at least while we're both part of Class 7. Alright. I'd be glad to keep a hold of them for you. I hope one day you know for sure you'll never need to use them again. I won't be returning them until then. Are you okay with that? Of course, that's fine with me. Muse, is that what you were after all this time? You shouldn't leave yourself so open to an attack, Instructor. Think of this as a bit of a payback for the other day, and 2 months ago during our field exercises as well.
Those bullets would have saved me a great deal of pain. It's only fair I get a bit of pleasure in return, no? With this, no matter what happens with Mil Mirage, I know I'll be able to keep myself together.
Muse, you're asking a lot, but I'll overlook it this once. Just don't get used to it, alright? You and I are still teacher and student. Whatever you say, I won't tell anyone if you don't. And sharing a secret makes things all the more exciting, wouldn't you say? She's got me there, I guess. I'll just have to go along with it. You're in trouble, dude. After a while longer, Rin and Muse packed up and returned to the Courageous 2. Come to think of it, since there are 2 bullets, I'd say you owe me a second kiss. Don't push your luck. Alright. Cool. Who's next is, Towa. You're on the deck this whole time. Towa, what are you doing out here? Well, Oh, are you going down to the surface? If so, I'll get things ready right away. No, it's okay. There's no need to rush. I was just wondering if there was something on your mind. Seems like it. Well, it's not really a big deal or anything. But now that you think I'm acting weird, you're not gonna let it go, are you? I'd better not worry you so. The truth is, some information came through from the Special Support section. It's about the airship incident that crashed 17 years ago. Oh. It happened on the route between Crossbell and Northumbria. It seems like it's a pretty desolate area, at least in terms of people. I wonder if we might see something if we look down on it from the Nord Highlands. That's an idea. I'm also curious about what happened back then. Maybe I can be of some help to Towa. Let's do it. Hey Towa, here's an idea. How about we go to the Nord Highlands together? Huh? I've actually been discussing this with guys for a while now. It sounds like it's going to be one of the major fronts of war, so doing some recon would be smart. The Merkaba is under repair, so guys had kind of given up on the idea. But we should manage just fine if we have Valimar take us there through the Spirit Path. That would definitely work, but aren't you really busy, Rin? I think this could lead to some really useful information for the Radiant Wings. I'm sure Geist wants to visit his family, and it's not like bringing you along would cause things to run any less smoothly. In fact, I'd wager the opposite. Having you along would be a great help. What do you say? Well, we're doing it anyway. That's well. Towa was initially a little hesitant to the idea of coming along, but Rin's insistence eventually won her over. They met up with guys, and with Valimar's assistance, took the Spirit Path there. We really made it. I knew we could count on Rin and Valimar. The defenses are still down, guys. You should get going. Right, I'll be back after I check in with my family. I'll leave the repeater to you, Towa. Of course. Give your family my best.
Here.
Okay, guess we better get to setting up the repeater. Yeah, maybe we should set it up behind a boulder, where it can be seen from the watchtower. The airship went down just beyond this mountain range, right? Yeah, in the no man's land right between Erebonia and Calvard. The file said all evidence of the incident's been covered up. It seems there's nothing left there. Oh. Hey, Reen, thank you. I think I feel a bit better now. As a kid, I was pretty unhappy that I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my parents. But now, I feel like I can finally move on. You're lying. Huh? Come on, how long have we known each other? You can't hide it from me. You're always putting others before yourself, even more than I do. But right now, there's no one here but you and me. For once, just be honest and open about how you're feeling. Reen. Do I look that down about it? It was 17 years ago. I was only 4 at the time, so I barely remember it at all. Just blurry images of people who I guess must have been my mother and father. Grief isn't determined by time. Besides, that's not all, is it? Grief is the only thing you're holding back. It's okay. Just let it out. Reen, why would you say all this to me? I've been trying so hard not to let it get to me, but now... The war's just a few days away and my uncle's been drafted. Hundreds of thousands of lives, maybe even millions, are hanging in the balance here. I was so happy when Angie came back, I could have cried. But George is still with the enemy, and there's no guarantee he'll change his mind anytime soon. Then there's Crow. It seems like it's impossible for him to not disappear forever when all this is over. We don't even know for sure what'll happen to you, Reen. Yeah. My body's linked to the Great Twilight, and, well, we all know about my heart. I might be headed towards the same fate as Crow.
Then why? Why are you making me speak from the heart? I've been at my limit so long, trying to keep it in the whole time.
Crow, George, my parents, my grandfather. Everyone I've ever loved has disappeared. If I lose you too, I can't... It's okay, Toa. I'm here. I don't know what the future holds, but I promise you I won't give up until the very end. So please.
Ooh, you're impossible, Reen! Even if it's just an empty promise, I want to hear you say it! You bring me all the way out here, hold me in your arms, and still... It's not fair! It's just not fair!
I really wish they would just voice all the dialogue for these scenes, instead of cutting off here and there. This breeze feels kind of nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Thank you, Reen. I've been holding all that in for a long time. I've never realized just how stubborn I am. Angelica and Crow noticed what you were going through. Everyone was worried, so I took the liberty of doing something about it. I did show you a pretty pathetic side of me before graduation, after all. Oh, right. I almost forgot about that. It was all Crow's fault. Then he came back and acted like it was nothing. Yeah, his behavior still bothers me a bit. It looks like we both embarrassed ourselves in front of one another, huh? Fate must have brought us together, huh? I consider it an honor.
Hey, Reen. I mean it, you know? Every word.
Huh? It's your fault I'm saying this, you know. I didn't have the courage to bring it up until now. You brought me all the way out here and made me spill my guts. But at least I don't have anything left to be afraid of after that. Toa. Think of it as payback. I've still got plenty of flowers. Want to go offer them together? I'm sure my parents will appreciate it. Sure, I'd be glad to. Once Gaius returned, the group offered another prayer. Afterward, they used the spirit path to return to the Courageous too. Maxed out. That's what I'm talking about. And she got the hearts. Beautiful. Alright. Alright. Next is Laura. I want to believe it's this. I could be wrong. Nope. Next room over. Oh, there you are. That should just about do it for now. What are you up to, Laura? Oh, Reen, I was just restocking the ointment, among a few of our other supplies. That said, there are actually a few things I'd like to take care of before we head to the sanctuary, if possible. That is to say, I'd like to head down to Brioni Island to finish up my training. I see, you're preparing for a possible showdown with the Viscount then. That's right. Father is sure to be waiting for us. As such, it is my duty as successor to the Arcade name to improve myself as much as I humanly can. And now may be the only opportunity I'll have to do so. Laura, you needn't worry so much over me, Reen. All that matters is that my father made it through alive, no matter what state he may find himself in. When the time comes to face him, I will prove I can rise to the challenge. I swear it, on the blade he himself bequeathed upon me. So that's why she's finishing up her training. That's probably something I should be thinking about myself. Let's do it. Would it be okay if I accompany you, Laura? We'll need all the training we can muster if we hope to get through this coming rivalry after all. I see. I don't mind, of course. Having it there should make things no trouble at all. Let's be off then. Rena and Laura took Valimar to Brioni Island. They decided to finish their training with a no-holds-barred sparring match. They set off to find an appropriate spot. Reen, what's the matter? This presence, it's... It is impossible. It's the same as what happened with Roselia. Look! That's the thing we fought in the old schoolhouse, Loa Erebonius. I was told a number of them appeared in Heimdall alongside the Growl. But it's huge. How could something like that have been there without us? No, it can't be. Could it be due to the Septarian shell buried here? I think so. I mean, it's a fragment of something from before the Great One was formed. Everything that's going on with Operation Jormungand could have set off a reaction between the shell and the spirit veins. What the? Where's it going? It looks like it's heading for Ortis. What insane destructive power. We can't let something like that reach Ortis. Maybe it's because we're in this subspace, but I can't sense Valimar. The Arcus 2 isn't connecting either. We won't be able to get in touch with the others for a while. We'll just have to stop it ourselves then. It won't be easy, but so long as I'm with you, I know we stand a chance. Together, we'll find a way. You're right. Let's go, Laura. The battle against the giant Loa Erebonius raged long and hard. Reen and Laura made strategic use of the terrain and gradually pushed the Goliath back. Working closely in sync, they continued their onslaught until finally...
Termination slash dusk!
Now taste the wrath of the Arcades.
Radiant Phoenix Blade!
Looks like that did the trick. Nice job, Laura. I knew you had it in you. Your technique just now is every bit as good as the Viscount's. Better even. You think so? Didn't feel quite right to me. Maybe I really have taken a step closer to my father. Laura? Sorry, it's just so bizarre to see how far we've come. A single lower Erebonius was almost more than the entirety of Class 7 could handle once. But now, just 2 of us can defeat 1. I never have thought fighting for someone with all your heart would grant this much power. Laura.
I will neither run nor hide from my feelings. I love you, Reen. Not just as a dear friend, or as a fellow swordsman walking the same path, but with my whole heart.
It's alright, you don't have to give me an answer. This is hardly the time or the place for romance. What are you talking about? In the previous first two games, we were together. And then part 3 messed that up. There are other, more important things that demand our attention. You must win the rivalries, and I have to surpass my father. To do that, we need to dedicate ourselves to improving our skills. You're right. I'll be counting on you from here on. Reen and Laura retreated to the lodge to patch up their wounds. After a short rest, they returned to the ship together. Bomb and Laura strengthened. Special moment. Oh yes, look at that, maxed out.